Wagwan. Hey, we tapping in. I want to thank each and every individual for tapping in. Live streaming, it's your boy Big Truck. Conversation and reviews here at the King's Table. And exclusive. After hours with Mina Odyssey. Go to the brother's channel. I will leave a link to his channel in the description. You can check it out whenever you get a chance. We're about to tap into some things. Very, very good discussion that we're going to have today. We're going to tap into this thing as people begin to tap in. And with that being said, this whole, it's not even a gender war. I just call it an agenda. There's an agenda going on separating, black men, black women, men, women, period. And we're about to set the record straight and call it out. This is why I call it conversation and reviews, locker room conversation. This is where kings come together and sit at the table. Order, calling all kings to the table. Because this discussion right here is going to really, really coin the phrase on some things and open up your eyes and your ears to a whole lot of shit that's going on when it comes to modern dating, when it comes to modern feminist women, and how men respond. All right? So with that being said, grab your shoulder pads and your helmet, and let's get this work.
So whereas it used to be in the 80s and the 90s and the early 2000s, the non-select guys kind of had to take it. That's not true anymore. That's the reason why you see all these sisters all over social media feeling some type of way. And what's the first thing that comes out of their mouth, brothers? The first thing that comes out of their mouth is they complaining about brothers going overseas to get what? Cheap sex, sex workers, prostitutes. Well, why do you think they say that? Because a lot of the sisters here are prostitutes in everything but the name.
And here's the thing. They will highlight that, and they will make any excuse whatsoever to make it seem like it's not that. And it is. It's clear that it is. But they will highlight, they will make excuses. They will come up with terms like, you're not going to know what the fuck they doing. They ain't know what the hell they doing. A large number of women don't like the fact that men are calling them out, calling out their behavior, calling out their actions, calling out what they're saying, how they're saying it, recognizing, listening. Large number of men are doing that. And the only ones that are not doing that have not came to the conclusion, that have not came to the realization, that have not came to the understanding is these simps. And we're going to get into them simps as well. But for now, let's continue to feast on this.
Case in point. You want to holler at me, you got to pay a fee. That don't sound like a whore to you? Y'all remember my nephew? What did my nephew say 10 years ago? They're whores, Unc. They're all whores.
And he ain't lying.
That was a decade ago. Where's the lie?
And he ain't lying. Think about it. If you listen to a large number of them talk, if you listen and if you watch how the way they move, they make the TikTok videos, they make the Instagram videos, they take the pictures, they get the views, they get the attention. There's a fee that you have to pay if you want to date. Imagine if men were charging fees. Bitch, in order to date me, you have to pay me. In order to sit at the table and have a meal with the king, you got to pay me. In order to speak to me, bitch, you got to raise your hand. And it better be your left hand because I'm left-handed, but you got to raise your left hand when you want to talk to me. You see how that sound? When I pull up, your ass need to be up and face down. You see how that sound? Let's continue.
Where is it? You got to buy their time. You got to buy their attention. Well, look, man, if it's going to be a transactional situation, then we're going to go with where the best deal is. If it comes down to we got to buy your time, we got to buy your attention, we got to buy your affection, we got to buy your submission, we got to buy your cooperation, we got to buy your respect, cool. It's your body, it's your choice. You have the right to do that. But if it's going to come down to transactions, then we're going to go where the best deal is. We're going to be, educated consumers. There's a scene from the movie Falling Down. I don't know if anybody saw this. There was a movie called Falling Down that came out, and I meant to download it, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put that up on the share screen. It's a really good scene. Came out in the 90s, called Falling Down. Stars Michael Douglas. And it's a really good scene, man. And it really emphasizes what we're talking about right here. And then we're going to go over to tonight's conversation and get back into the part 2 of this tape. And I'm feeling it tonight, so we're going to get into this thing. So let me go to the share screen and show you what I'm talking about with Falling Down. It's a good movie, man. If you haven't seen the movie, Michael Douglas came out in 1993, I think it was. If you never saw that movie, you owe it to yourself to watch that movie because it's still relevant right now. And that movie's been around over 30 years. It's still relevant today. So I want to show you the share screen. I want to show you this scene from Falling Down. Now, in this scene, Michael Douglas goes to a Korean store. And I want to show you what happens when he goes to the store. Hold on.
I want everyone to pay attention because of the simple fact that when it comes down to men having options, see, we figured it out already. Men have been exercising their options. And a large number of women don't like the fact that men have been exercising their options. Especially modern feminist women. Why? Because it puts them out of touch. It puts them out of range. You see what I'm saying? It takes the attention off of them. So let's continue to hear what my man is going to say. Let's watch this. Get the meat and potatoes out of this. That's all I'm saying. Get the meat and potatoes out of it because we sending a message. This right here is a must watch. Let's continue.
Brothers are Michael Douglas, and black women are the Korean shop owner. And all the stuff that you hear going back and forth, the gender war, that's what this is right here. The gender war on social media, 50-50, submission, provide and protect and soft life. So that's right there.
Shit hitting home, man. The light bulb is coming on. That's what we're at right now. using this movie as an illustration. This is what the fuck is going on. This is how this is going. You see, feminism was meant for the white households. Let's highlight that. But man, they said, the other side said, we can't get to the black men. It's easy to manipulate the black woman. So what we do, let's go on ahead and open up those doors of opportunity and options for black women as well. And look what happened. A large number of black women fell right on into it. Modern feminism. What was the end result of all of that? The black households was destroyed. Marriages, relationships. Look where we at. If I can't get to the black man, I can use the black woman. Because of the agenda. There's an agenda behind it. As long as we keep black men and black women feuding against each other, they will never come together. We don't want them to know who they are and whose they are. Because if once they truly do that, coming from the other side, the agenda is destroyed. The plan is no more. Ceasefire. Abort. Because the more black men and women will understand and know that they are the real Hebrew Jews, it's a wrap. Don't get me wrong, a large number do know who they are and whose they are. Look at what's going on today. Those that do know who they are and whose they are, they just sitting back. The way they paint the picture of an ignorant black woman, this is how you paint the picture. Look at social media. Look at TikTok, Instagram, entertainment industry. Look at how black women are used. Just look. You mean to tell me to get paid for acting an ass, acting a fool, disrespecting myself? Hell yeah. And we're going to do the same thing for the black man too. We're going to pay him money. We're going to give him things so that he can disrespect himself, so that he can act like a fool. I'm gonna go on ahead and raise the bar. Let's put that black man in a dress. Okay. You're gonna get it. It's gonna make sense.
Conflict. That's what that is right there. That's the reason why I said this scene is so important, because it really breaks down the black love transactional piece. What he said there? Oh, I'm not the thief, man. No, you're the thief. How many brothers have said about black women? Again, I'm not saying all. I know this tape won't get around, so let me put this out there right now. I am not saying all black women. I'm not.
No, you're not. But we highlight a large number of them that do move this way. And you cannot turn a blind eye to the truth, to the things that you see that is being done, displayed right in front of your face. You can't. Your boy Big Truck cannot be making this shit up. The truck says, sit down, open up your ear hole, and listen to what is being said. Come learn this lesson.
I am talking about the loudest voices in the room, like that tape from that sister on Threads, like Tasia on Ace Metaphor. Tonight's conversation, we're going to get back into that in a minute. That's who I'm talking about, so that we're clear. How many sisters have done what you see right here with this Korean shop owner? We already talked about price discrimination, where they run the price all the way up on the brother.
Don't that shit sound familiar to you? Don't that shit sound like what some of these women be doing when they be raising these prices? Okay, pay for your hair, pay for your nails. Drop $200 to $300 on a first date. Bringing your kids, the hidden kids, to feed them. Take an extra to-go bag. Knowing damn well you got a nigga at home, Pookie and Ray Ray in them. This is what this is. Most don't like it when they get called out for the shit that they do and say. You feel me? But me, I can give a fuck. If something does not sit well with me, I'm going to call that thing out. And we're going to have an adult conversation. You see? You want to sit up here and bang on men because they exercise their options. Rather, if they date a woman of another race, date another woman overseas, or whatever the case may be, as long as they're not dating your ass, got a problem with it. It's okay when y'all do it, but when a man does it, you have a problem with it. Well, take up your shoulder pads and your helmet and get the fuck walking.
Cheesecake Factory ain't good enough. Oh no, I got to go to Mastro's. Oh no, I got to go to STK. I got to go.
Fuck that. I'm going to take your ass to Arby's. I'm going to take you to Del Taco. I'm going to take you to Alberto's. I'm going to take you someplace simple. Take your ass to the Dutch Bros, Starbucks, something. At the end of the day, I know I'm clowning, but I'm doing it for a reason. You have a large number of women, meaning modern feminist women, that want to take advantage of someone good that leans in with good intentions. I have a problem with that. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Big Truck got a problem with that. Brother, act nice, be respectful, open up the door for you, pull out the chair for you, greet you with a flower or a rose. You don't appreciate, barely say thank you. But soon as I call you a bitch, soon as I pick you up and throw you somewhere, oh, he loves me. He appreciates me. Y'all minds is fucked up. For real.
Go to Roof Chris and get a big rack of ribs for their big back. How do you think they got a big back? Because they're eating all them ribs. Slathered with the A1 sauce and what else? A barbecue, whatever it is. I haven't eaten no ribs and I can't even remember.
Shit,
you know
I love ribs.
Mashed potatoes with a whole stick of butter in it and all the rest of it.
No, not the butter. We got to do the gravy.
They're the ones that's a thief.
Banana
price
pudding,
gouging your ass, fleecing your ass, highway robbery.
Banana nut
and
bread.
of course, Tyrone come in the building. He ain't got to do all that.
No.
Then they get mad.
No. Tyrone ain't got to do shit. Tyrone come in pants sagging, smoking a blunt. Tyrone ain't got to do shit. Only thing Tyrone got to say, where's my food? Get down on your knees and fix it. Bend over and spread them. Yeah. Yeah. Stay in that position until I'm finished. That's all he got to do. Meanwhile, the good man, thinking he's scoring brownie points, you sucking the life out of him. Both y'all laying in the bed, calling him a sucker. Because not only that good man paid for food for the both of you, and you talked him in to paying you for extra food to give to your nigga. They just got done going up in you. He was giving the funds. The good man was giving you funds, but you was giving Pookie and Ray Ray buns. What type of sense does that make? Let's continue, player.
Mad when you go to Medellin, or you get mad when you go to Sao Paulo. They get mad when you go to Manila because the ladies over there, they ain't gonna run through your pocket. And it's funny. They say that them women run through your pockets. Ain't nobody trying to run through your pockets more than black women here.
And what the fuck do women do? A large number of women do here. The exact same thing, if not worse. Take your ass to St. Lucia. Take your ass to Hawaii. Take your ass to Thailand. Take your ass to Colombia. Take your ass to Puerto Rico. Take your ass to Brazil. Take your ass to Africa. Kenya. Take your ass to these places. Take your ass to Barcelona, Spain. Take your ass to England. Take your ass to Canada. Take your ass to a lot of these countries. You are treated way better than those of your very own from where the fuck you stay and rest your head. Oh, they out there, they running games, they running licks. Well, what the fuck you think women out here in America do? The exact same damn thing. A larger number of these women doing the exact same damn thing. The reason why they're angry, the reason why they're mad, the reason why they feel some type of way is you're not giving your money to them. And you're going elsewhere. Like I've always told men, when you begin to know who you are and whose you are, your options have options. You don't sweat this shit. You know where you can go and you will be accepted. You will be treated right. You know that. When a large number of men started picking up their shoulder pads and their helmet and started walking the fuck away, with these modern feminist women, then it became about race. Have you ever noticed that? Once men sat back and start having conversations with other men at the red table, the blue table, the water cooler, the sideline, the end zone, the locker room, men started having conversations. Men started lifting up each other. Men started sharing the blueprint. Once men started doing that, then they started moving differently. They started moving in ways that they've never moved before. They started doing things that they've never done before. They started living in ways they've never lived before. Like I've always said, man, your money is your money. Unless she's your wife, keep your money in your pocket. Take yourself out to the movies. Take yourself out to dinner. Buy yourself those pair of shoes that you wanted. Buy yourself that cologne you wanted, that watch, that shirt. Take yourself on a fucking cruise. Start doing for yourself, men. Oh, man, modern women start flipping out on TikTok. Men started telling men, do for yourself. Oh, my gosh, it's a problem now. You even have women that stand on business and sit on Chrome, siding with men. You notice I said good women of good character. And they started shaming modern feminist women. When you look on TikTok now, women of good character shaming modern feminist women and their behavior, calling their behavior out. Let's continue.
You saw the tape. Sis said, I'm trying to get my hair did. It's a couple $100, which, I mean, I'm not going to comment on that. I'm trying to get a couple $100 to get my hair did, just to talk to her. And then sisters wonder why brothers don't want to be bothered no more. Where are all the men? I'll tell you what happened. There you go. The transactional nature of Black America, particularly Black women, not all, has basically run a lot of brothers off. You know what, man? As a matter of fact, there's what's known as Cash App girls. Yeah.
Wouldn't fucking be me. Would not be me. Ain't no way in hell. Ain't no way in hell will I sit up there and Cash App some damn body. Ain't no way in hell will I pay for some woman's hair and nails done that ain't my wife. I'm sorry. You've been doing that shit before. You can continue to do that shit. That's like me asking a woman, I need you to pay to get my head shaved. I need you to pay so I can get a massage. I need you to pay to get my feet done. I need you to pay for that. And then feel some type of way when you don't. If you want to make shit so transactional, just say so. I got you. At least if I'm dealing with a prostitute, a little tootsie, a fruity tootsie, we already know what time it is. At least I know I'm guaranteed I'm going to get some. I'm going to clap cheeks. Pay a little bit of funds, and I'm going to get some buns. Hell, depending on what type of person she is, I can double those funds, and me and my mans and them can get them buns. Get a 2 for 1. At the end of the day, at least we know we're going to get something. When you're dealing with a modern feminist woman, it's a question mark. That's the difference. It's a question mark. Women getting flown out. I ain't flying no damn body out. That shit is off the table. Fuck you thought. Better wake up. Men, continue to have backbone. Because if you don't have no backbone, woman's going to walk all over you. And if she walks all over you, then you get what you deserve. Because motherfucker, you know better. If you know better, you do better.
You got to Cash App me, fill in the blank before you can holler at me. Yeah, Cash App girls. I saw Isaac Hayes III talking about this on Instagram. He said, yeah, man, he's got his young mentees hitting him up like, yeah, I want to holler at old girl. She hit me with, you got to send me $200 on Cash App before you can holler at me.
And then you got some dumb motherfucker that will sit up there and do it. There's some simp out there that's stupid enough that would do that shit. And that same simp, go ahead and do that shit. Go right on ahead. And when she play you and she does what she do to you, she deserves it. You deserve it. But you call yourself a man. No, dumbass. You a simp. You thirsty. Because real men don't do that. Real men are not going to stoop so low that they are willing to cash up a woman in hopes of putting butter in her biscuits. Not going to happen. If I'm going to butter someone's rolls and it's a prostitute, at least I know what I'm getting. At least I know that shit is guaranteed. She's guaranteed allowing me to butter her rolls. Park my truck in her garage. Play in her garden.
Stuff like that. So brothers rightly say, you know what, man, this isn't worth it. I'm done. I've had enough. I'm out. Anyway, let's get back to the tape. Check this out.
Just standing up for my rights as a consumer.
Did you see that? See, that is the black manosphere. See, you want to know the reason why a lot of black women feel some kind of way about the black manosphere? What he just said right there. We're standing up for our rights as a consumer.
And as men, as kings. That's why this platform, this podcast, this channel is called The King's Table. When you have real men sitting at the table making executive decisions on behalf of their well-being, their lives, their future, their profits, their assets, and you able to sit at the table and make a split executive decision, a choice. That's what it's about. And we see more of that. Kudos to the kings out there that are doing that exact same thing. Because you're not allowing modern feminist women to come in and mess your world up, mess your circle up, mess up what you worked hard to create. But you are available. You are willing to let a woman that is willing to understand you, that is willing to meet you in the middle where you stand, that is a team player, that stands on business and sit on chrome. That woman of good character is welcome. She's welcome to sit at the table with a king. Together, they both enjoy the fruits of their labor. Let's continue to feast.
We have had enough of price gouging, highway robbery, okay, strong arming, price gouging. We've had enough. Brothers are saying, you know what? If that's what it comes down to, then I'm doing this. That's where we at with it. Love is out the window. Affection's out the window. Respect is out the window. Cooperation out the window. Grace out the window. If this is what it's coming down to, then I'm going to do this. That's where we at with it. Fine. I'm going to do this.
At the end of the day, man is going to protect his peace. At the end of the day, man is going to have respect for himself. At the end of the day, man is going to know when to pick up his shoulder pads and his helmet and walk on. At the end of the day, men is going to exercise his options. And let's be clear, ladies. Let's be clear. Modern feminist women, let's be clear. You have women of other races that are waiting, that are willing to work with a black man, to take a black man, to love a black man, that respects a black man. Let's highlight it. When it comes to a woman of good character, okay, when it comes to a woman of good character, it doesn't matter what race she is. But let's highlight a woman of other race in other countries. They sitting back taking notes. They're listening, they're watching. What a large number of black women are not doing, they're sitting back waiting to do the total opposite. And it's fucking y'all up. Because y'all really do see it. Y'all don't want to recognize it. Y'all don't want to receive it. But you have no choice. Because winter is here. Ha ha ha. Winter is here.
We're going to stand up for our rights as a consumer. Let's get back to this tape.
I'm rolling back prices to 1965. What do you think of that?
Growing prices. When men step up and start destroying shit and start calling things out, saying what we not gonna do, for the most part, large number of women gonna fold. They gonna yield. They gonna submit. They gonna commit. Trust me. Break your ass down. Believe me. You're going to have some women that's going to try to stick to their guns. That shit ain't going to work. It ain't going to last long. At the end of the day, after it's all said and done, men need women and women need men.
Douglas wasn't trying to rob him or trying to hurt him or nothing. He was just trying to get a fair deal. And you can't be mad at Michael Douglas in that scene right there.
No, you can't.
You can't be mad at that. It's like, damn, man. That is what black men are dealing with in black America, my brothers.
Most definitely.
Like, damn, man. Really? And many, not all, but many of the sisters that make all this noise, all this rah-rah, you got to do this, you got to do that. You look at the dudes that they got kids by, because they typically, not always, but typically do. You look at the dudes that they bumping bellies with, they ain't got to do none of that. They ain't nowhere near that, but they're going to impose that on you. Oh, we get...
Exactly. You don't let Pookie and Ray Ray get away and do shit. But when it comes to that good man, you making him jump through hoops for the buns, for the cheeks. You making him do all this work. You making this motherfucker swim the deepest sea, climb the highest mountain. But when it comes to Pookie and Ray Ray, he ain't got to do nothing but just smoke a blunt and tell you to get on your knees and fix it, and tell you to bend over and stay in that position until he's done. And afterwards, go make daddy a sandwich. For real. But this is the same dudes here. You let them get you pregnant. You let them smack you up. This is real. The good man, he gotta pay for what Pookie and Ray Ray done to her. or is currently doing to her. She's not telling you that she's involved with someone else. And the only way that you find out that she's involved with someone else is when y'all out and he approaches you. Then it'd be a whole misunderstanding. These are those things, player. How does it benefit you? The game is to be told, not sold. And we're telling you some game. Men, use wisdom. Know who to talk to, know who not to talk to. Know who to deal with, know who not to deal with. It's just that simple. I don't care how big her ass is. I don't care how fine she look. Fuck all of that. It comes with integrity. Look at the inner woman. If she's broken, broke, hurt, dark, has a dark spirit, a dark soul, evil, wicked, leave her ass alone. Because them traits, if you look close enough, you can see it in that woman. Doesn't matter how much makeup she tries to use to hide it. Eyes, body language, facial micros tells the story on an individual.
What it is, you really don't like me. Then got the audacity not to do what you tell them because, you know, the customer's always right. Right? Nuh-uh, not in Black America. You got to pay top dollar and you got to take what they can give you. You just got to take it. You just got to take it.
I ain't taking shit.
You just got to take what they give you. The customer is not always right in Black America. No, sir. And that's the reason why I loved that clip, and I use it on the show frequently, of our long lost and dearly departed good friend and brother, St. Kevin.
Competition.
Before he plays our man Kevin Samuels, rest easy, King. I'm going to let it play, and we gone. It's going to be, like I said, this was a short broadcast, but I had to highlight the things, and I had to bring it to the forefront. I'll be using this brother's videos and reacting off of them a lot, so just stay tuned. I'm going to start live streaming more and more. But men, let's continue the good work that our Abba Father, Yeshua HaMashiach, the Messiah, has put in us. Let's continue to do that. Let's continue to be that. Black is the most dominant race on the planet. Other races mock what we do. Other races want to be us. Some try to copy, but quite can't sketch it. You drew a morning of my picture, but you couldn't make my day. Not even if your ass was on the 710 highway, bobbing and weaving through traffic. Men, continue to be your very best. Men, you are important. Black men, you are the Hebrew Jews. What is spoken in the Torah, the Bible, it represents us, talks about us. Let me make that clear to you. We don't disrespect no one, no one's race, no one's culture, no one's We don't do that. Because when you know who you are and whose you are, and you walk in excellence, you walk in greatness, let me tell you, no one can tell you nothing. No one can't hurt you. No one can't harm you. No one can't take you out of your element unless you allow them to. Don't you know how powerful silence is? And just your presence? You being silent and your presence will shake the motherfucking earth and will intimidate and make a person feel uncomfortable. Understand that, men. Know that. Continue to grow. Find your purpose, whatever your purpose is, and tap into it. Tap into that inner greatness that is in you. Tap into that inner you. This is why we have platforms like this for men, designed for men. Don't judge. I welcome all men, especially my black men, but I welcome all men of all races. Because you don't ever know what the next man is going through. Is about to go in the middle of, even coming out of. I had the pleasure of having an amazing conversation with Kevin Samuels. Twice. And I'm going to tell you, we all agree to disagree. But what we got to do is continue to let it be known how important black men are. And keep exposing modern feminist women, whether they black, white, green, or purple, but especially the black modern feminist women, exposing them for the things that they do and say. And it's good. It is good that you have good black women of good character stepping in. Because this whole feminism, the shit is dying out. Ain't nobody trying to ride on that train no more. They getting off. Because it's not benefiting. Modern feminist women are losing badly. And we're seeing it. They are the ones crashing out. Not the good women, not the good women that of good character. They stand on business and sit on chrome. They're winning. They don't mind going 50-50 with a man. They don't mind partnering up with a man. Hell, Kentucky passed a law, so you ain't got no choice but to go 50-50. You better think about it. You better fucking think about it. You better think about the choices and decisions that you make, or get you a dog and die alone.
Competition always makes the market better. The only people who don't want competition are people who don't want things to change. If we got 50 to 60% of women in the black community worried about their bag and being boss chicks and entrepreneurs, such and so forth, that's 6 times too many women or more worried about being something other than wives and mothers in their prime years. You ladies, women in my generation, you had your time. The 90s were your time. Short haircuts, telling black men they wasn't shit for years. You had your time. Boomerang and everything else, you had your time. Now it's our turn. So if you don't think opening the market up to match what black women are already proudly doing, divesting, swirling, dating out, if you don't think that's the solution, if you think that saying that black men should marry because your mama black and you will sell out this, that, if you don't have the same energy and you are not trying to shut down and drown out these divest this, such and so forth, then you should not be saying that when it comes over here. The bottom line is, if you really want to see a black community like you say you do, then you need black women to make a better product for the black men that they say they should be with. That's the end goal. A better product, stocking the shelves with something better at the store, not just saying you got to take what's on the menu like a monopoly.
Here. I couldn't agree more.
Black men, continue to learn, continue to grow. Continue to evolve. Continue to set your limitations. Set your boundaries. Know what you will accept and will not accept. Know what you will deal with and not deal with. Know what you will put up with and not put up with. Everybody is not welcome to sit at the table and break bread with you. It's not. And shout out to our Black women that do get it, that do have good character, that is willing to meet a man halfway and meet a man in the middle of where he stands. I want to highlight that. Also, I want to highlight good women of good character of other races that are willing to meet a man halfway, that understands. See, it's time to start giving good people their flowers for the good work that they do, for their character. Modern feminist women, you're fucked. Dating is not the same like it used to be. Back in the 90s, dating was fun. If a woman saw something she liked, she went after it. If a man saw something he liked, he went after it. The club scene is dead. When you went out to the club, you already knew what the goal was. What was the goal for going out to the club? To get some cheeks. It's a social place. Hell, you had women that was going out to the club to get that hot link. It is what it is. But it was fun. Now, the club scene is dead. Women sitting at the bar waiting for men to show up to buy them bullshit. What that look like me buying a broke woman a drink in hopes to get some cheeks at the end of the night. No. But see, that's the wrong intentions. Back in the 90s, the intentions was like, hey. Even when you went out on a date, man paid for the date, the woman tipped. That's just the first date. She didn't care where she went. She just wanted to be with him. See, back then, that's where relationships were fun. Man didn't have a problem doing for her because in return, she would turn right around and do for him. So what does that mean? That they did for each other. You see? They didn't have a problem with building. They didn't have a problem with having, they brought something to the table. A conversation needed to be had. And once you had that conversation, you had an understanding, overstanding. Once you had that, everything else fell in place. Now, animals show their love for each other more than humans do. But look where we are at now versus where we were at in the 90s. Back in the 90s, things were so simple then. You had your problems here and there. But damn, you worked through it back then. Now, You go through a problem in your relationship, in your marriage, motherfucker quick to throw in the towel and divorce your ass. Oops. Look what I went through in a 14-month marriage. But again, you see the difference, how it was back then versus now. Let's not talk about the entertainment industry. Back then, the entertainment industry was the shit. The music industry, you got that message, you got that word. Now, I think I need to say less on that. But I want to thank each and every individual for chiming in tonight. And stay tuned, because there's going to be more. There's going to be more broadcasts. It's your boy, Big Truck. Go live your best life. Do what you do. Holla. Bless up.